Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Let's now focus on firewalls. This is a key technology in securing ICS networks. So a firewall is basically it is a traffic control mechanism, and it sits on the network and monitors. Uh, it sits on network, and further, then it monitors the communication. And it only allows the messages that match the predefined policies to pass through, and anything suspicious or non-compliant is blocked. Anything suspicious or non-compliant is blocked immediately. So we can think of it like think it is like a filter, and this filter basically enforces rules. Uh, and these rules are basically applying on, for example, what are these rules basically? For example, who can talk to whom, and also when, and also how. Okay, so when a packet is reached, whenever a packet reaches the firewall, it analyzes, and based on the properties, the firewall might do few things. So a packet, when it goes to a firewall, the firewall can do things like, for example, it can drop it, it can hold it temporary to control bandwidth, and or it can forward it. Okay, forward it based on the services or priorities. And these behaviors are basically controlled through the ACL, access control list. And the list of this is basically a list of the rules. ACL has a sort of a list of the rules that govern the traffic handling. So in ICS environment, basically the firewalls are often the first line of digital defense, keeping the unauthorized data out and critical assets safe. This is uh, this is critical. Okay, so uh, okay, so firewalls basically we can say that what firewalls are doing, um, uh, like essentially the first line of defense, of course, digital defense. Okay, and the keeping unauthorized data out and critical assets. This is the most important aspect. Safe. Okay, so this is the first thing. Next, um, now let's discuss a very specific use of firewall in the control networks. Also, we call it the process control network. So how the firewalls are used in this process control network. One of the most effective DID strategies is to isolate. Number one is to isolate isolate the networks, both of these networks from the corporate and the or the public internet using the firewall, and isolate these networks using firewalls. Okay, so this keeps the operational system shielded from the external threat. So here you have the field network. Then we have a firewall, and then you have the external sort of the network outside. Oh. So while firewalls are common in IT, their use in industrial environment is like recent, and that's the problem that um, most of the recent the firewalls, they're not the IT. Basically, the IT firewalls are not designed for industrial protocols. This is a challenge, and this causes problem. For instance, there may be latency when we implement the firewall, and this disrupts the real time operations. Okay, and even they may block due to unfamiliarity. And another issue is they they may even block the network traffic due to unfamiliarity with industrial traffic. Okay, so another reality is that the firewalls are not like a plug and play. They actually require careful configuration and ongoing management to work efficiently in ICS settings. Okay, to work efficiently in the RCS setting. So the configurations and these things, they matter a lot. Okay, so next we will see about the classes of these firewalls. There are different classes of firewalls. We will go one by one. So the first one is the packet filtering firewall. It's the most basic type, and it only checks the header, packet header, like for example the IP address, or for example the port number and the protocol. Okay, and it applies simple allow or block use, and it applies only simple rule, which is either block or allow. Okay, the next one is the stateful inspection firewall. This is the most advanced, uh, and it makes sure that the this makes sure that the traffic uh, is what you call traffic matches a known session Okay, sorry, the writing sometimes it gets hanged. Then we have the application proxy firewall, and it acts as like a middleman. It accepts the traffic on behalf of an application and inspects its. We should write something here. Let's write here. So it is just like a middleman, and it works on behalf of. It works on behalf of an application and checks and inspects the contents, and it is strong, but there is another problem of introducing the latency. Okay, and finally the last one, the deep inspection packet firewall. These go deeply on the actual content of the packets, and it is not just a header or something. So it goes and it inspects deeply, and it looks for example, malicious payloads and the data leaks or even the protocol sort of anomalies. This is a very important area. So they are powerful, but require significant processing. So overall, choosing the correct firewall class, it depends on our uh, system's performance needs, and even the security requirement, and also the protocol awareness. And all these are heavily dependent on especially the provided the IC as time critical environment. Okay, so let's go one by one deeply in each of them. In this slide, we will explore these two. The packet filtering firewall is the first one. So it operates at the very basic layer, and we just discussed that it is basic, and it has uh, it takes care of the header info of each packet, including the source, destination IP addresses, and transport protocols, UDP, uh, and the port numbers. So based on it, it either blocks or or allows the packet to go further. Okay, so it has a following stages. This approach is simple, and it is fast. Okay, but it does not. And also there is one problem. Um, does not understand. It does not understand. Don't understand context. Okay, why? Because it inspects packets in isolation. Okay, so this is an important issue. Now, the second, in contrast, stateful inspection is interesting. So it introduces the session awareness. Okay, Uh, it works on the session awareness, and it maintains a state table to track active, for example, TCP sessions, right? So when a connection is authorized, it allows the future packets that belongs to that session without any reinspecting every detail. So this makes it more intelligent and secure. So this is more intelligent and also more secure, especially when it comes to ongoing communication like data streaming or control commands in the industrial settings. Okay, now on this slide, we will discuss about the remaining two advanced types: application proxy firewall. The application proxy firewall, it works like an intermediary, and there is no direct connection between the industry devices and the external devices. It receives requests like HTTP and FTP and forward them only if they comply with the rules. So this adds a stronger layer. While we have the other one, the deep DPI, deep packet inspection. It takes things a step further. It has a deep inspection of packet contents, and it analyzes actual the actual uh, application data. Okay, along with the headers. And because of this, just like, for example, if we are talking about the OPC classic communication, so this firewall we can configure it to allow, let's say, only the read commands and block any write command, right sort of operations. So this level of specificity is essential in protecting the sensitive industrial processes for unauthorized or unsafe actions. So this is the most interesting and important application for the ICS. So I will end this topic here on this video here on this topic, and next video we will discuss about the next topic, which is about common network segregations. Thank you very much.